Hello everyone. Excellent evening everyone. Excellent evening to every one of us. You are highly welcome to this excellent morning, excellent evening, excellent afternoon. It's morning in Nigeria. No matter where you're calling in from, I don't know what your time is, but you're welcome to this broadcast. Today we're going to be looking at walking and exercising tips, okay, for midlife. Some of the exercising tips for midlife. That's what we're going to be looking at today. So thank you for joining me. Remember last week we looked at walking. We looked at meditating while walking. Today we're going to be looking at some tips while you're walking, and then we will show practical means of walking. I'm just going to walk a bit and show you what some of the things you can add in when you're walking. Don't be bored while walking. Make sure that you have a lot that you're doing while walking that can help you, okay? For example, you can do some kind of slight exercises while you're walking. Welcome anyway. Remember that wellness is a necessity for good life. Wellness is a necessity for good life. And whatever saves you pain is great gain. Whatever saves you pain is great gain. Feel free to join us on our other social media platform, Facebook Aging with Grace, YouTube Aging with Grace, and TikTok Aging with Grace. Feel free to like, share, follow us, and you can actually also chat us privately on WhatsApp for personalized, questions and things like that. Thank you for joining me this morning. So if you've joined me live, you can greet, so I can welcome you to this morning's broadcast. And remember to share. Let's share to our family members, let's share to our friends, let's share to everyone. I'm in Manchester at the moment, and I'm coming your way from Manchester, okay? All right, so thank you for joining me. If you've joined me live, like I said, you can greet, so I can welcome you to this morning's broadcast. Welcome to every one of us. I'm going to just do maybe like 3-5 minutes, not up to that anyway, of work and showing you some of the things you can add up while you're walking, and then we'll come back and actually look at these tips for walking and tips for exercising, okay? All right. So if you've joined me live, like I said, you can greet, so I can welcome you to this morning's broadcast. Welcome to every one of us. I can see some people coming in. So highly welcome. Okay, so one of the ways that you can add some tips to your exercising and make it interesting and not boring is to have a music. You can have your music playing while you're exercising. Always have my headphone on. So I put on my headphone on so that I don't distract, like if I'm walking around and people are not just looking at you and you're not distracted. That can actually also help you to focus. Like if you're taking a meditative walk or you're just having an exercising walk, having your headphone will help you, okay? So you can have your headphone, a safe headphone, not the ones that can make you, disturb your ear and things like that. So other ways is to add up some kind of walking exercises, okay? You can decide, like if you're in a room and you're walking, you can decide to do backward and frontward walking. This will actually also make it interesting for you. Like you can decide to walk, take some kind of dancing steps to walk. You walk forward and then you walk backward. Walking forward and backward also helps your balancing. Like if you're just in a room that is just maybe like 12 meters or things like that, or even less, you don't have up to that, you can walk forward and backward, and that will help you to make sure that you take all your steps that you're supposed to take. Interesting, okay? So other things you can actually do while you're walking is to add up some kind of exercises. And let me just show you mind. So I do, first of all, I do stretch, okay? Because when you're coming out to do your exercises, make sure that you stretch your body, you allow your body to, the stiffness to reduce, and you relax, so that because if your body is stiff while you're walking, you're going to injure yourself, okay? So when you're doing exercises, I mean, so you can just start by freeing your body, do some things. You can walk, slowly free your body, so that the blood flow will come up and your blood is flowing very well, and then you can now start off your walk. Another tip, which I'm also going to be talking about later, is to add up, if you high intensity walk or brisk walking to your slow walk, okay? So for example, now I'm going to go back, and I will go backward right to the kitchen section, and then I'll come forward to show you how you can walk slowly, add up some brisk walking, walk slowly, and if you're used to it, you can actually also jog alongside, okay? So let's say I'm starting with my slow walk. I walk a bit. Can you see? So that this will actually help your cardio. So you walk a bit, and then you do some brisk or run. Walk, some run or brisk walk, okay? So if you do like this, it's going to actually help you to sweat and actually help you to move better. So you can walk slowly, like I said, slowly, then brisk, walk, slow, brisk, okay? So that's part of it you can do. And like I said, you can actually also add some kind of exercises that can exercise your total body while you're walking. So some of the ones I do, first of all, I start off, and then I take my stretch as if you're doing the soldier march, okay? I do this for like 5 minutes, like the soldier march, like 5 minutes, okay? And then after that, I go on with my raising my legs, so that I can do some kind of leg exercise. I don't know if we saw my legs. I need to go before. Okay, so what I mean by the soldier march is like, the way the soldiers raise their legs and, they bring it backward. So you can add that to make your walking more interesting, okay? All right. And then the next one you can actually add to your exercise again would be your leg raise, okay? There are several ways you can raise your legs. One of the ways is to raise it backward, okay? So you can walk, I'll come forward and then I'll go back so you can see what I mean. It's different from raising it up. So you move your legs backward and go back to the kitchen section so you can see what I mean. Just watch me. So you can do this for 5 minutes after the 5 minutes of soldier march. So you see. So this is raising your legs backward. And then after that, you can do some of the hand one. So I always interchange the leg and the hand, so that when my leg is getting tired, then I'm now doing the hand. So one of the hand one could be like coming off and still doing your soldier march, okay? So you can do this for like 5 minutes. You don't need to do some counts. Just have a watch or a clock that you can use, and you check it, and with time you'll be able to know when you have done like 5 minutes. I normally use music. So when you're done with the first hand one, you can go over again to the leg, and this time it will be bringing your leg forward, raising it up as high as you can as you walk. So you can do this for another 5 minutes. This also helps your abs, okay? Because as you're raising your leg, it's pushing your stomach in. It also helps with your hips and your thigh. So you can do this for like 5 minutes again. Then you can go over to another of the hand. Another hand is to, many times when I'm doing my hand, I try to carry weights. The hand exercise, you can get some bottles, like some of these bottles, and have it on both hands, okay? Now let me get water from the fridge and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, I can use the community bottle. Okay, so for farmer's walk, have your dumbbell. I'm using this as if it's my dumbbell. And in that farmer's walk, you can add farmer's walk for each walk that you're taking. You can do it backward, you can do it frontward, you know, forward or backward, depending on the space you have. So you can actually add your farmer's walk. So this is also helping your arms, your legs. You can add up this. So I'm using the pomegranate bottle as my dumbbell or the weight that I'm holding. Okay, so you can add up this. This is like adding exercising to your walking tips. So if you don't want to move your leg, you can just move your hand. So this is how it goes. Have where you stop and where you begin. So you do it as you're walking frontward or backward. You can actually also hold it when you're doing your arm if you want to add some more intensity, okay? Now the next arm one would be, let me just show you and then we go over to the top. So as you're walking, you're also stretching your hand forward, okay? Walk backward. Walk forward. Make sure you're maintaining a step and a rhythm. Maintaining that rhythm helps with your balance, okay? Walk forward, okay? So I drop this and then I show you the last one. Okay, the last one you can have is to have a match. Always try to match as many times as you can. It will help your entire body. The match helps your entire body. So, and you can march forward and backward like I said. Make sure you have enough space and maintain a rhythm while you're marching. Do you like a soldier? Jesus, every day, I will follow him. Follow, I will follow Jesus. Everywhere I will follow him. Wow! Did you practice with me? Did you join me? If you joined me, you can say that you joined. Wow. Can you see me already breathing, my breathing pace has changed. It's faster, which means even with this slow show that I'm showing us and doing the exercise, my body, the blood is flowing and I'm moving. It's very, very essential. And always remember, have your water at hand so that you can always drink your water. Drinking water will help better blood flow, lubrication of your joints will also follow, and that's a healthier you. So wellness is a necessity for good life, and whatever saves you pain is great gain for you. So for those of you who have joined Midlife, let me quickly greet before I just take the tips and then we call it again. Hello Jelili, Awula, Joyce, Olariwaju, Femi, how are you Femi, Mr. Femi, Olabanji, Afolabi, thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Nkiru. Good afternoon, good morning. Jacqueline, Lydia, Alao, Lovette, Olori, Victoria, Morphine, Afolabi, Miriam, Raphael, Andrew, Grace, Mary, Joy, Oni, Abosede, Ene Oko, Afolabi, Idonsi. Thank you all for joining me, okay? So one thing we should always know is that if you're not moving, it's not good for you. Some of us, we are gym enthusiasts, goers, but we find out that sometimes we don't have time to go there. Some of us, we prefer to work out at home, and we also find out that we don't have that good routine that can help us to have a regular workout. So if you have not even had a sweat session in quite some time, it is a problem. It's not good for you. It's not good for you at all. You need to be honest and make sure you have a sweat time. When I mean by sweat time, it's not when you're sweating out of heat around the house, but when you're sweating out of workouts that you are doing, okay? So regardless of your fitness level, exercising as a woman, especially when you're 40 and above, is somewhat different from when you are 20 and your 30s. Why? Because there are some physical changes that is already taking place in your body that will slow your metabolism, make your metabolism slower. Hormonal changes also during perimenopause and menopause, and all these things are making us to be at a higher risk of developing cardiac and bone issues. So in this time of life, we have to make it very, very important to take a closer look at our practices concerning our fitness, our movement, our activities, our exercises. Is very, very important. A lot of researchers have gone into this, okay? Both World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control and Prevention recommends at least 150 to 300 minutes of moderate exercise every week, or 75 to 150 of vigorous high intensity aerobic exercise a week for anybody who is 64 years and above. When you're under, you're supposed to do lower. So look at yourself. Are you 40, 45, 50, and you're doing less than 300 minutes a week? You're not working out enough. This is like working out 30 minutes every day for 7 days a week. 5 to 7 days a week. If you're doing that at 64 and less, you're not doing well. From 64, you're supposed to do up to 300 minutes of moderate exercise every week, okay? So note it. So for us who are less than 64 years old, you have to take at least 30 to 45 to 1 hour every day. That's what you're supposed to do. Now when you're doing this, you're able to handle the perimenopause and menopause very well, so that when you get to 64, 65, 70, you're healthier than your counterparts, and you're able to roll on with that, having your exercise, okay? So it's also recommended that as adults, seniors, that we should do muscle strengthening exercises, and that's why I took the pomegranate bottles filled with the juice to show you how you can actually also use your fitness ball, your dumbbells to do your exercise. Now when you're holding a weight, it's not just that your hand that is carrying the weight, your whole body sort of is carrying the weight, so it affects both your arms, your legs, you know, when you're carrying that weight. Okay, so it's very, very important for you to add strength training exercises, focusing on all areas of your body at least 2 days a week. And also in this midlife, it's very, very important for us to incorporate stretching both before and after physical activities to better prepare our bodies for a strong workouts, okay, especially if you're going into high intensity exercises. Now let's look at some walking tips. I have like 5 walking tips to share with us. Number 1, start slow. Begin with short walks and gradually increase your duration and your intensity. And that's why I say you can start with 10 minutes, increase to 30 minutes, to 1 hour, to 2 hours. You can walk for 3 hours if you have all the time. Then the second tip is for you to warm up. Stretch before walking to prevent injuries, okay? Have some slight stretches that you can do, you know, stretch exercises you can do so that you can prevent injuries before you start your walk, especially if you're going to be doing some intermittent brisk walk and jogging in between your walk, okay? Then the third thing is good posture. Maintain good posture while walking to avoid strain on your back and your joints. And the best posture is for you to look straight. Don't look down, don't look up, look straight, okay, when you're taking your walk. And then the fourth tip is for you to wear comfortable shoes, or you can, especially if you're walking outside. For me, if I'm walking inside the house or around the house, I usually prefer walking barefooted, because it's also very, very good for you to walk barefooted. It's good for you to also walk barefooted. Why is this video doing this? It's always doing this. It's always good for you to also walk barefooted. Walking barefooted will actually help you also, especially for people who are having arthritis. If the weather is not, if it's warm, okay, or if it's hot, it's good for you to walk barefooted. But if not, wear comfortable shoes, okay? Shoes that will provide adequate support and cushioning. It's not good for you to walk with footwears that will even, instead of making you comfortable, they will now come and make you to be having injuries. Is not good. Then the fifth thing and final for today is to stay hydrated, okay? You need to stay hydrated. Drink water as you're taking your walk. So tips for walking: 1, start slowly. 2, warm up before you take your walk. 3, make sure you take a good posture. 4, wear comfortable footwear. 5, stay hydrated. Just go with those 5 for today. Now for exercising generally, I will give you also 5 tips for exercising generally. The first thing is to set goal. Hello, Eunice Adejo, you're welcome. Thank you for coming in today. Set specific, achievable goals for your exercise routine, please. If you don't have it for the year, go and set it. I have my exercise goal for the year. This is my goal sheet for the year. Okay, let me turn to the exercise place. You will see that I have my exercise. So I put it here. Fitness, 2 hours walk daily. Drop to 85 kilograms by December. So this is my fitness goal. And then I have my exercise goal, which is walking for 2 hours every day. Okay, so have a goal. Then create a routine. Schedule exercise into your daily routine. I've created a routine, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. every morning. I come out and walk. Even this morning, I've taken 2 hours walk this morning. Even though I know I'm still going to do some show of exercises, anything I'm doing, is it church time? And putting it 5 to 7 means I have that time. There's nothing really that we take it up, except in a few days, you know, that such things can be that such things can, take it up. Then number third tip is for you to mix it up. Vary your exercise routine to avoid boredom and prevent plateaus, okay? And I've given you some tips earlier as we started. Some of the things you can add up to your work if working is your own, adding up some exercises. You can also put in your fitness ball exercises, strength training exercises, band exercises. So by the time you have your band exercises, maybe 1 day a week or 2 days a week, you add your fitness ball exercises 2 to 3 days a week, you add your dumbbell exercises, okay? So you already have all these things to make your exercise routine very, very interesting. You mix them all up and you draw your days, or you have it on your head, you do it. There are only 7 days. You can decide to do every day or how it helps you. Then tip number 4 while exercising is to listen to your body. Rest when needed and don't push yourself too hard. Rest when needed. Like this morning I came out because we traveled from London to Manchester yesterday, day before yesterday, on Thursday. It was a long trip. I had to carry some suitcases and things like that, and I took my 2 hours walk. I can remember when I was walking, my husband said, remember you're traveling today, don't overstretch yourself. But because I was walking and praying, I hadn't finished my prayer time. I had to take those. In fact, I walked for 2 hours 15 minutes that day before yesterday. So by yesterday morning I was very tired. So when I was taking my walk, after 15 minutes I was like, hi, my whole body everywhere. I rested for 10 minutes. I took another 15 minutes, rested for 10 minutes until my body got accustomed to it, and I continued. So you need to listen to your body. Rest when needed. Don't push yourself too hard. If you push yourself too hard, it will now become an injury and no more exercise that you're supposed to love. So 5, find a workout partner or a workout associate. The partner can be a human being. The partner can be something else you enjoy. Like one of my workout partner is my headphone and the music I listen to. I have a particular music I listen to. That music has become part of me, and it's because it helps me with the reading, with the steps that I'm taking. So I listen to it as I'm taking the step, but I don't start with it, okay? It's when I'm beginning to get tired, maybe after 1 hour, 1.5 hours, if I'm getting tired, I will now, start off that music. So sometimes you can exercise with a friend, a family member. This can motivate you and also help you to have some fun. So 5 exercising tips. Set goals, number 1. Create exercise routine, number 2. Listen to your body, number 3. Mix it up, number 4. And find a partner for your exercising. Okay, so we'll quickly look at 5 best exercising, exercises for middle age, okay? We are going to look at it, what it is and why you should have it. I will end with those 5. So aerobic exercises will help decrease risk of heart disease. That's one exercise you must embark on if you're middle age, 40 and above. Aerobic exercise, because as we get old, our risk of having heart diseases increases, especially in men. Okay, men have more heart attack than women. So it's very, very important for you to encourage your husband. If you're a man, encourage yourself to stay heart healthy as possible. Do your cardio exercises. And one way to do this is to build up to doing those recommended amount of aerobic exercises every week, okay? This exercise will help build up your heart muscles by getting it to pump faster. Anytime you exercise, you find out that your breathing space increases, and it will help to pump blood faster. In one study they did in 2018, they found out that a group of adults in their 50s who exercised for about 30 minutes on most days for 2 years improved their fitness level, and those men were previously sedentary, but they now started exercising, and it helped to reduce the heart stiffness, okay, which also improved their heart health. So start or continue to do your 30 minutes or more of aerobic exercise, like brisk walking, running, biking, or dancing. When some people that are Christians, when they go to church, they will stay stiff. They are not that. Dance. You're praising God. God is happy with you, and your body is also happy with you. So to build up weekly workout to the level of what you're supposed to do, you know, that will help that increase of your heart health, reduction of the risk of heart diseases, and building up your heart muscles. Number one high intensity aerobic exercise session at least every week. 2 to 3 days a week of moderate intensity exercises, at least 1 weekly strength training session, and at least 1 long of aerobic exercise a week. When we mean long aerobic exercise, you can take like 2-3 hours walk. That's a long aerobic exercise. You can do that on Saturdays if you have time on Saturdays, or whichever day you have time. Then at least 1 week strength training. Get your dumbbells, get your weight, and do some weight lifting or weight exercises. Then 2 to 3 days a week of moderate intensity exercise. You can do some dance, okay, dance exercises, brisk walking, walk, and things like that. And when we mean one high intensity aerobic session, you can do your brisk walk and your short walk a week. This will help you. Then the second thing is to build your bones with strength training exercises, especially if you're 40 and above. Your risk of breaking a bone increases due to bone loss occurring of estrogen level drop at menopause. Okay, so women who typically have thinner bones than, you know, women generally, we have thinner bones than men, so we are more likely to have osteoporosis than men. So exercises go a long way to help strengthen your muscles, which will also help to prevent falls when you're getting older. Okay, when your bones are brittle, they'll begin to have, you know, break, and then you also have that risk of fall. So maintain better posture, strength, flexibility, and better movement by taking strength training exercises. Okay, this will actually help you to build your muscles, also help you to become healthier. So one such move also you can do is what we call toe heel raise. I'm going to show you now. So, and it will make lower your leg, help you to balance better. So what do? You stand straight, hold on the back of a chair, and do not bend at the waist or your knee. Then you raise one toe, and then you lower down your flat. I'm going to go and show you, and your heels and your toe. I hope you will see me well. Let me remove this thing and show you that. This will also help you with balancing. It's one, if you want, you can hold a chair so that you can balance well. Okay, so I hope you see me. So you can hold a chair and stand on your toes. You can take your count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you bring it down, remain flat. You can still hold on a chair and you stand on your heels. Okay, you stand on your heels and you take your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope we saw me. Let me be sure I was seen. Let me quickly go to Facebook and make sure that I'm being seen here. So like I said, you can hold on a chair so that the chair can help you to balance well and you don't fall. But if you can do it without a chair, okay, yeah, I think we saw me. You can go ahead and do it without a chair, okay? So you stand on your toe, can hold a chair to balance. Take your count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you also stand on your heels. Okay? If you can when you start balancing well, you can stand without dancing. But if not, you see me, I'm still dancing. You hold a chair and then stand on your heels after your toes and take the count up to 10. All right. So that's one way that can actually help you to make sure that you're balancing well and that you're doing some kind of strength training also to hold yourself. Then the third is to move more for mental health and mood benefits. When you're doing your exercises and you're moving more, it helps your mental health. It also helps your moods. There's this study they did in 2019 and found out that many adults claim they were lonely. You know, when people have retired, their children have gone, or married, and they are with their husbands and wives. Some people also are widowed. Some are lonely even though they are still in the house together. Loneliness among adults in late 50s is increasing even with time. So such loneliness is also linked to worse mental health. Remember that in menopause we have a lot of mental symptoms that come, such as feeling depressed or anxious. But they also did some research that showed that aerobic exercises improves anxiety and depression due to increased blood flow and also creation of endorphins, brain chemicals that are related to happiness. That's what endorphins are. So don't hesitate to talk about how you're feeling. Find people to talk with, find people to work with. And if you're not doing up to 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercises in most days, try to do it. Try jogging, try swimming, try cycling, try gardening, try walking, try dancing for at least 10 to 30 minutes to improve your mood, okay? It's very, very important. Then number 4, you need to incorporate interval training into your workout to help ease menopausal symptoms. The years leading to menopause, which is known as perimenopause, we all know that it's characterized by hormonal changes that can cause hot flushes, sleeplessness, and irregular period. But when you exercise, it will help. Exercise doesn't actually, bring the symptoms down, but it will help to reduce weight, maintain healthier weight, help your moods, the chemicals to be released in your body, and this will now lead to lower risk of developing certain cancers, heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, and also it will help to lower stress, okay? So it's very, very good for you to incorporate these exercises. Menopause is also a time when your body retains more fat in the abdominal section, so which can also lead to menopause or pot belly. So if you don't want menopause or pot belly, exercise regularly to keep fit. It's very, very important for you. In fact, the North American Association of Menopause Association recommended interval training, which will incorporate exercising at a healthy rate. This will increase your intensity for a short sprint. I've told you, walk, jog, or run, walk, okay? This will actually help you. Repeating it from time to time will help you remove some of those symptoms. All right, so again, there are some other tips we will end with. What are those tips generally? Whether you're walking, you're exercising, you're doing aerobic, you're doing strength training, you're doing fitness ball, you're doing dumbbells, whichever exercise you're doing, make it fun. Make it fun. It's absolutely important that you make it fun. Make it fun, okay? Find exercises you enjoy and make them a part of your routine. That's one heavy tip you should go home with. Number 2 is to track your progress. Use a fitness tracker or journal to monitor your progress. Are you improving? Are you getting better? Especially if you're having some sort of symptoms and you're exercising because of those symptoms. Are you getting better? You need to also make sure that you are. Then number 3 is to stay consistent. Aim to exercise regularly, even if it's just a short walk every day. Consistency is very important. Consistency and persistency is very, very important. Sometimes you find out that you're not in the mood, but when you just go out and start, you will enter the mood, okay? Remember, wellness is a necessity for good life, and whatever saves you pain is actually great gain for you, okay? Join us on our platform, Facebook Aging with Grace, YouTube Aging with Grace, and also TikTok Aging with Grace. Feel free to share, follow, like, and comment and ask your questions. I'll also appreciate it if you can join me online on WhatsApp to chat me. So I'll put my WhatsApp number here for you. My WhatsApp number is +234 703 5151642. My son said, it's difficult to know this your number like that, so he taught me a way. Let me just share with you. I think he said +234 7035 151642. +234 7035 151642. +234 7035 151642. All right, so that's my number, so you can chat me, so we can talk privately. Thank you all for joining me today. A lot of people joined, but I was able to greet some people earlier. If you've joined and you're watching replay, you can just put #replay and you greet. Thank you all for joining me. But remember, this is Easter. Happy Good Friday, happy Easter, happy holiday. We are doing our holiday discounts, and we're doing our holiday promo. You stand a chance to also have your product at a very, very good discount, and also stand a chance of having free delivery depending on the amount you're buying. Just chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 5151642, and you'll be knowing the percentage discount you're getting and if you're qualified for free delivery. Thank you for joining me today. Love you all. Bye. See you on Monday. Bye.